Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to Crypto Night Live number 58. Here we go. We'll see you in 30. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? How we doing, everyone? We got Crypto Night Live number 58 in the flesh. Berserker. Got my Hawaiian shirt. What do you know about that? What do you know about this? What do you know about that? How we doing, guys? We got that coffee time intro in the background. That's a Bagman track. If you guys didn't know that, Bagman made this shit. It's tight. Reminds me of like a dream. Like a 50s malt shop, coffee shop, soda jerk dream. Let's go. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look to see who won this. Bam. Hans Loaded in the house. Legendary, bruh. What's up, pimp? Ralph Cooper, love my crazy YouTube family. That's right, bro. Sometimes it's the funnest shit ever. Sometimes there's nothing else to do, so you might as well just do YouTube. Bullish Tiger Army. What's up, folks? What's up, pimp? Good to see you. Chris has issues. He does have issues, but he's an amazing man. What's up, good people? How you doing, Chris? What's up, pimp? Boom. Smash the like. Hans Loaded. Thank you, pimp. Monica's in the house. Hello, everyone. Hello, Monica. Rose. Bullish. Get ready for tomorrow. Anything can happen. That's right, pimp. Rose in the house. Cash stash for the flash crash slash. Let's go. De Haviland. What's up, fam? Great time to be alive. Rose. Cheers. Right on. Yeah. Nothing separates from me from my XRP. This coffee's bomb. All in. Very easy. Hydroponics Allen in the house. What's up, pimp? E4 rocking in the pamping in the house. He's in the house. E4 rocking. Told off Pope on Twitter. Yeah, dude. I love it. That's what I love about social media. You can find these people, and it puts them at the same level where you could just like drop a message, and you're like, "Hey, listen, you're nothing special, you know." Shibu Inu. We love you, Alex. What's up, pimp? Alan in the house made a lot of money on that Alex last year. Yeah, dude. When we were running, Shiba was one of them. Eva rocking like two Shibu Inus. Emus. Shibu Emu. Grosse, you don't say. That's right. XR Doge girlfriend. Are we still waiting? Nah, fuck you. We're not waiting. We're here. We're doing this. Grosse in the house. Randy B in the house. Devin Steve in the house. Mix in the house. Beautiful, beautiful day. That's right. Ralph Cooper in the house. Rocket ships to the moon. Let's go. Right on. Raw guys in the house. What's up, everyone? I need a flash crash. Yeah, dude. To slash the smash nash and the smash cash stash. Keep doing it, bro. Keep doing it. Glenn Miller, good evening. Good evening, sir. Bagman in the house. Roger that. Moon Ambassador, Moon Commander, the first and only Moon Commander of the Army. Hello, sir. Moon Ghost. Let's go. Lock and load. All right, just got warned by our deep state that banks might go out for weeks. Good. At least something's happening. Let's go. De Havilland's out in Finland. He's giving us the scoop on the Finland financial status. Right on, De Havilland. We love you, bro. Alan, what's up, Berserker? What's up, him? Apex in the house. Robert Adams, fresh blood. First day off since the 18th. Let's get this market going. Right on, Robert Adams. Robert Adams. That sounds like a beer. It's like Samuel Adams. We need to make an IPA after you, bro. Get some of that Robert Adams Reserve. Let's go. Extra hoppy. Crypto OG in the house. 589 coin to the moon. Roger that, bro. We'll have to do some spins tonight. Legendaries, we're so close. We are, dude. Just hang in. Hang in, bro. Ready to rock? Cocks out. Rocks out. Cocks out. Guns out. Let's go. Guns. Bust out them guns. Sun's out. Guns out. Right on, Shanti. XR Free Me. Good evening, Berserker and Crypto Fam. Good evening, sir. We love you. Sam was a cousin. Oh, right on. Okay. Yeah, we'll get that reserve going. You and Sam. You finally can show him what's up. Damn cousins trying to mess with you. It's all good. PSA, update your Songbird delegations before next lock-in. T-minus 7-ish hours. Why is that a PSA? Why, Apex? Why? Right on. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw these banners up. Turn on the music. This is not financial advice, of course, as always. And let's go ahead and throw on a different little... Throw out some cool shit. Night driving, I think this one's cool. Yeah, this one's cool. I like this one. We got to chat to this. There we go. Turn it down a little bit. All right, cool. Go ahead and invite you guys in. Let's go ahead and talk some shop. Talk about current events. Talk about what you guys think of stuff and yada, 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 and yada, yada. Get in the truck. We're doing some Patriot shit. Oh, I love you, Crypto OG. That's right, Berserker. Get in the truck, pussy. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. Links in the chat. Bam. Go ahead and join up. You guys want to talk shop, talk about what's going on this week. Welcome to Crypto Night Live, number 58. I'm going to get my tea. Let me get my tea. Give me a second. I'll go ahead and go get my tea. Let you guys come in. All right, we're back. Got my my tea with my exclusive Bagman XRP mug. Bam. E4's got the green one. I got the black one. This one's sick. Bam. There you go, kiddies. Okay, we got 23 viewers watching. There we go. She vlog Inu. Shibu Inus. Shibu Inu. If you guys love Alex T Vlogs, he's on YouTube. Go hit him up on YouTube. Go watch his videos. He had one today, and he's like, Shibu Inu. Shibu Inu. And he's talking about Apple stocks and all kinds of cool shit. He's a funny man. You guys will not regret it. Go hit him up. Watch his videos. Hit subscribe. We also got DJ Jazzy XRP in the house. What's up, pimp?
Sean.
Big pimpin'.
What up?
How we doing, Sean?
Doing all right. Hold on.
Good. We got Zeno in the house. What's up, pimp?
Zeno.
What's up, you guys?
How you doing,
bullish
bro?
Or what, dude? I'm bullish as fuck, like always.
Yes.
It seems like it's like that every week, but it never moves. No fucking pop. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm
Right?
bullish on information, bro. Because I'm looking at like yesterday. Ripple put their Europe announcement out, for on-demand liquidity partnership for Lemonway and all that shit. And then literally today, Crypto.com released information that they were setting up shop in Europe as well, and they got a headquarters opening up in France. So it's like boom, boom, bada bing, bada boom. I see an XRP relisting and a liquidity flush.
Let's go. Let's go. In a world where liquidity flushes happen and bullishness happens to all of us. Let's go. Let's fucking go. This Sunday, let's fucking go. There we go. Alan's in the house.
You know what
In
I
a
was
world.
thinking?
Go ahead.
You know what I was thinking? You know, like how John Deaton has like 70K people who are on the Amicus briefing, right? And initially when it started, it was like 19K, but now it's like 70K, right? It's probably like 75 or 80K maybe next week. So I'm like, is the fucking SEC waiting for millions of people to be on that Amicus brief? Like, they're not going to wait that long. They're not going to wait for like 1 million people to join it. They got to fucking settle right now. That's what I'm thinking.
You're right. No, that's what I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think?
I wasn't paying attention. Can you repeat the question?
I will answer that. I think
Answer it, Alan.
Brad just came out and said we got a few months, right? And then he said worst case scenario, we're talking quarter next year. And let's just face it, if that's the case and they're going to actually come out with these documents and they get to see all these documents, then, we're going all the way to summary judgment. And I don't think that's the case. I think he basically said they got 3-4 months and they ain't going to wait that long to settle this case. I mean, they got the elections coming up. Too many things are in the avenue. There's too many people put $100 million out, like Crypto.com, putting out $100 million to put their name on an arena. I mean, come on. These people know that something is going on. It's got to be a wrap soon. I mean, it's just, there's too many things aligning. I mean, that's what I see. If somebody else got something different, please, enlighten me.
Nice. I think that they're just going to hold off as long as they possibly have to before they know for sure that we're ready to go. I mean, I don't know. I mean, how much more time do they think or do they need? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they can't make like more than, I would say, 200,000 maybe millionaires. They're not going to do that.
Yeah, why would they just keep waiting and giving people a chance to?
Yeah, why would they wait?
They
don't want to give us $1 million.
Right.
If they own half the escrow, if they split it up between the countries, right? They took all this escrow money that we've been talking about. If they just gave all the countries half of the escrow and XRP, kept the other half the escrow to do whatever they wanted with, that could be an additional, monies that XRP could use to their advantage, let's say. But at the same time, the use case is so high. Why would they not make the price go, crazy and make a bunch of millionaires? Because it doesn't matter at that point because they've already made their money. So what little 1% that we're in out of, the population is going to be, a fraction. It's a vapor. That's how I see it.
Nice. What do you think, Dave? Legendary Dave in the stream. What's up, pimp? Dave's not here.
Diggity Dave.
What's up, Dave? All right, Dave's having issues.
Hey, sorry about that.
No, you're good. What do you think about the case,
I was talking
bro?
to a muted mic. Yeah, it's always funny.
No, what do you think? What do you
I think they're waiting for something to happen. This timing. I don't know. Maybe there's going to be like an emergency liquidity crisis and they're going to rush it through. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, banks are starting to crash.
Yeah.
And
Ripple.
Yeah, something's going to have to change. I mean, as soon as they crash, man, what are we going to replace it with?
Very good point.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
I guess
it's the black swan. It's coming. We don't know what it is though. We got a good idea.
Right.
Throughout the whole next year, I think as everything is falling, hold on, let me find this article. Let me shut up. Go ahead, guys.
You're good. No, I was just gonna say, remember we used to talk about how we're just like little people, like we're like grains of sand. Like there's nobody that's in this. Even now, dude, with all the push and the rush and the hype about the XRP trending and Ripple, like the stats haven't changed that much, have they? Have you guys looked at what is it, the XRP rich list? Is it that big of a change, like drastic change?
No,
you know what I mean?
It's not.
That's what I'm saying.
No, and that's why I think somebody was talking about the fucking escrow earlier. That's why I was assuming that countries and banks and they were gonna get allocated a lump sum of liquidity to help ease with the global crisis. Because here's this fucking article that I found from Cointelegraph, and
you got a screen share.
Yeah, here, you want it? Okay,
yeah.
Let me see.
You'd have to do a full screen though, because I think you got one monitor, right?
Right now, yeah.
So you'd have to do one full screen, and I would share the full. I'd share the full, and then you talk about it. Here we go. Boom. Now it's shared. It's on full for you. Boom. There we go. Swift Action, JP Morgan, and Visa team up on cross-border blockchain payments. Is that the article you're talking about?
Yeah.
Tino?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And they're at, and it'll be throughout all next year. They're going to start rolling out all their banks across the globe to work on this cross-border blockchain payment system, which by now, if we haven't figured it out, is Ripple XRP. So.
Well, I thought JP Morgan Chase was Circle, man. I mean, I thought that's what their coin that they're using. You sure about that, Zeno? Because I mean, the USDC coin could be very well easily doing them same transactions. However, that may need like a hook, maybe like a hook to use, like an XRP hook that we've been hearing about. Maybe they utilize that to run. Because it's micro fractions of transactions on the XRP.
Well, it would be whatever the B2B Connect network, right? Whatever that is.
It's like JP Morgan is like, I mean, I think they're like completely opposite of like XRP. So I don't know, man. It's like, we don't really know. But I mean, if anybody's got some input on that, I want to hear it. Gee, what's up, bro? Do you have any insight on that?
Alan, G just had some information earlier today about the XPX coin that won competition to be chosen as a CBDC thing. Yeah, so that's interesting. And then I got some stuff about Caitlin Long, because I got some stuff. I connected some dots later that I'll want to share with you guys.
Cool. Shanti's got some info. GDLT, how you doing, bro?
What up, everybody? What's going on, Blue Crew? What's
Boots
up,
on the ground? What's up, Boots on the ground? Dude, loving your beard, bro.
We got boots on the ground here, man. We're going for it. We're trying to stack up all the cryptos that we can. We're hustling.
Nice.
But what's up?
Nice.
Hi. How's it going, guys?
Good to see you, G. And he's got the big, beautiful beard. Edward Franklowski, watch out, bro. G's got the beard. He's a up and comer. He'll be knocking you out of the park soon here with his majestic beard. So there we go. Nothing beats Dave though. Dave's got the best beard ever, bro. That's father time. Can't fuck with Dave's beard. Apex
Zerk,
chat. What's up?
Zerk, what's going on, guys?
Shibu Inu.
Oh, good.
You gotta watch Alex's video from today, guys. What's up, Alex?
Zerk, what's your thoughts on Charles's rant earlier this week?
Fuck. Okay, so
Dude, Charles is totally right, man. The guy has called it out. The XRP community is just full of emotional, over-the-top people. Nah.
I love it. Look at G. He's like, let's fucking draw a line in the sand. You know, honestly, I'm not going to get super, because it's easy to jump on the bandwagon and be like, fuck you, with like a pitchfork and a torch. And at the same time,
you haven't sold all your ADA yet?
No, dude, you know, ADA Cardano, I did Buster and I did a big trade long time ago, a couple years ago with ADA. And it was good. I made a lot of money. It was good, but I haven't been, ever since, honestly, to be honest with you, ever since, what's his face? What's the Kiss guy? Gene Simmons? Ever since Gene Simmons came on board on Twitter and out of nowhere was like, oh, I just bought $300K worth of fucking ADA. I immediately thought, oh, fuck. Here we go. I'm tying it
the
together.
top is in.
Oh, yeah. No, not even just the top is in. It's like compromised. Because who in the right mind besides what? Eddie Griffin talking about XRP? Who in their right mind? What celebrity or music star comes out of nowhere and admits that, and just that on Twitter? And it's like, okay, all right, ADA is obviously compromised because they're trying everything in their power, and they have been all the way up until this point to hide XRP. And they go ahead and get some fucking famous, Kiss rocker to admit that he bought $300,000 worth of ADA. Like, in my head, I was immediately like suspect of Cardano. I'm not saying that Cardano is a scam coin or a rug pull. I'm just saying
it's not XRP friendly.
It's not the one. Exactly. And he's also tied in with the whole ETH crowd, and he knows all the guys. They all know each other, man. All these projects fucking know each other. It's crazy. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was having a different conversation. I was jumping back to fucking JP Morgan and Visa, but when I looked back at it, okay, so if JP Morgan and Visa are teaming up to use a cross-border block payment system, Visa has a partnership, a $925 million partnership with Visa. So yes, Ripple is still on the table as far as JP Morgan goes, even though they probably already have their private network in their own system. They still have to have some way to communicate with other banks, because not all companies use the same fucking bank. They have to integrate with Ripple at one point, which is there with that Visa partnership.
Yeah, no, but and I get, it's crazy. We definitely have a show coming up, guys. We have a show. Whether or not that entraps Charles Hoskinson as part of the ETHgate crew or not, that doesn't matter. That doesn't have anything to do with whether or not we moon with ZERPs. It's just the fact that he said what he said, and he's trying to like go back on it. And it's like, dude, no, you actually said a very specific thing. And someone of your status probably shouldn't have said that. Or if he did say that, at least apologize about it or something. And so I get the point why everybody's losing their shit, but it doesn't take away from the fact that we got proof on ETHgate. You know what I mean? And whether or not ETHgate's, legit or not, or gets like collapsed or anything, ZERPs are still going to do their thing. ZERPs are still going to take over the financial system. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because you can't regulate what you can't regulate.
Survive ETH, but no one's going to use your ass. Like, everybody's just not going to pay your fees. Period. Like, so it's just
it's an actual fair market system with no fucking bailouts. Like, the companies that need to fucking die that nobody has any use for will fucking die. They won't be.
And they're looking
save me.
They're looking into Bored Ape Yacht Club, and that's the beginning of looking into all the fucking ETH fucking scams and shit.
Right.
And all the ETH NFTs coming up, and like this is the very beginning of all the. But at the same time, we're like F the SEC. So who the fuck's going to be the regulator from here on out? CFTC? Who's going to actually be the crypto regulator?
Cannot be regulated. It is a level monetary playing field in a completely free market.
The Treasury with Yellen, Grandma Yellen, who was deep state as fuck anyways, because when Biden came in, Yellen came in, and all this whole new regime change came in. Before it was Steve Mnuchin. And then if Steve Mnuchin is the fucking architect behind this entire movie. He's a movie director in Hollywood. And Steve Mnuchin, a lot of people were saying he's behind a lot of this, like how this whole thing's working out right now, So people think he's a white hat, like movie director. It's crazy, dude. And he's the ex-treasurer. It's like, fuck.
Mnuchin met with Brad Garlinghouse as one of his meetings in the past. It was on his schedule there.
Yeah. So he, you know what I'm saying? He's an architect. He's a movie director. So
also the stuff with ADA, I think is like I think it's like flavor of the
But
week
didn't-
type of stuff.
So
You know,
then-
it's just
well,
like
obviously Trump is a player because he merged the Federal Reserve and the Treasury when he was in office.
Right. I remember that. And so a lot of
And
people,
look at the
it's soon that
connections.
they forget all that. And it was nice that Alan said that you know, it was, you know, there. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got Michael Barr. We got Rosie Rios that all came from the Treasury. They're all in the
Board of Ripple. Yeah.
You know, it's just too many connections all tied together.
There's
It's
Ding
way
ding,
too
school's
many, bro.
in session.
Come on.
You can't
Charles
backstep.
Hoskins
Yeah.
is just,
Yeah.
I think what he's doing, guys, honestly, is just, he's trying to save face, trying to buddy up with the SEC a little bit, but also, what do the great and wealthy do? They push down a coin, they knock it in the dirt, and they buy it up. If it's been one of the chosen ones, which I still believe it's going to be around, I think it's just a way to push the coin down in the dirt and accumulate. And you know, look at some of the big money that came in last year when Cardano went to $2. You know, I thank God I cashed out like $1.47. I got lucky and I was smart enough to do it. But you know, when that Wells notice came in last year, that Wells notice, I don't know if y'all remember that, but that's when I was like, you know, there's too many things lining up. There's too many little manipulating whales in the background doing all these little things to, you know, accumulate these assets. Because we know that Cardano's got the network, it's got the backing, it's got everything. So what the hell's really going on? You got to ask yourself that question. This is what I think is going on.
I agree, dude.
Honestly.
1 year ago today, 1 year ago yesterday, JP Morgan and Chase was telling everybody that Bitcoin was worthless and government regulation is coming in for cryptocurrencies, and now here we are. This close to it being a fucking standard and being rolled out all across the fucking globe. And they're buying it up and implementing it into their systems, while just a year ago they were telling everybody it's completely worthless and regulation is going to snuff it out.
Shout out to Connie C. Stewart 1022. Everyone say hi to Connie. Also,
Hey,
JKL
Connie.
XRP. I bought a Melania Trump NFT with
what up,
Solana.
Connie?
Good evening, Connie.
I want to sell it back to her for 100x since I heard she likes to buy her own NFTs. You guys don't know Jay Kill, go hit him up on YouTube. He's
Hey, Berserker, I wanted to chime in real quick.
Jay Kill's pretty cool.
Hit up Jay
He's a
Kill,
cool
guys,
cat.
Go
on
ahead.
YouTube. Hit subscribe. He's an NFT master, man. Hit him up. What's up, Shanti? How you doing, bro?
What's up? No, we're doing good. What's up to everybody here? I can't tell who's in the chat because I'm on my phone right now, but I just want to say what's up to everybody. What's up, Zeno, G, Alan, Apex.
What up, Sean?
What up, Sean?
Me in the
Dove or
club.
something?
It's going down.
But anyway, here's what I want to tell you guys. So I watched a couple videos over the last few days, and then the videos about Caitlin Long really stuck out to me. And here's why. She's upset because she's tried to do a Bitcoin ETF with her company, never got approved. Then all of a sudden, BNY Mellon gets approved for custody. And then it dawned on me, this is a DAI video from like 2 years ago. And he said, and this is based on him knowing how Wall Street works and having he worked at Morgan Stanley at one of the companies. He said that the way he thinks this is going to go down is that all these crypto startups have front run big Wall Street banks just because they knew the tech, got in, did it, and Wall Street was like, oh, that'll never happen. So now...
Oh, they absorb them like Celsius?
Yeah, so now Wall Street is like, ooh, this is a real thing. We got to deal with this. So now let's stick Gary Gensler on the whole industry, slow it down. Everything's cheap, and we buy in and get a hold of everything to basically have a monopoly on money or value the way the Federal Reserve did in 1913 or 1911. So with that said, Caitlin Long was never going to get a Bitcoin ETF, which is also the reason that Grayscale, another company, is not getting a Bitcoin ETF. And one thing has to happen before Wall Street gets approved for an ETF. There has to be a custody solution. And
because you're never going to get hold of
PolySign.
Bitcoin when there won't be any miners to complete the transactions for it. So they'll
Correct.
just wrap it and sell the futures of the concept.
So herein lies PolySign. David Schwartz and Arthur Brito created PolySign. They made it work. I knew they were doing a deal with BNY Mellon, and I want to say they were doing a deal with BlackRock too. And once that got put in place for custody, and the big major investment houses and banks got custody, then you can give an ETF to one of the big major bank players because they can say, hey, the water's warm. You can come in now. You can get a Bitcoin ETF.
It's safe to say that the Bitcoin... Is it safe to say that the Bitcoin market price is it can now be manipulated now that here in the future, near future?
Yes, yes. Once all that's set up, then it can be manipulated. You're absolutely right. The game has not changed in 100 years. The only thing that's changed is the tech. We just have to
because if you can't send or receive Bitcoin, then obviously you're just trading a piece of paper or a future, and then you can sell as many of those as you want.
Hey, can I jump off that point, Sean?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so the problem with the game, though, and I think to Caitlin Lon's point, that's very frustrating, is when BNY Mellon came out and they were approved for custody services, a lot of the current crypto custody services already have much stricter reserve requirements than the banks do. And so one of the narratives that's in the public is crypto, like Circle, USDC coin, right? Circle, I think, currently backs every USDC coin with, I think it's 80% cash US dollars and 20% commercial paper, which people say, oh, that's super risky. But if you look at the reserve requirements for banks, it actually, as of March 2020, the Federal Reserve dropped the reserve requirements for all banks in the 10%? US. 0.
Oh, shit.
0%.
Okay, so wait. Let me piggyback off that. You just swerved into something extremely important. The banks are allowed to operate in a certain environment, and that environment is too strict based on the way crypto organizations operate. So if you have to have an 80% reserve, the banks are like, we can't do that. We're already doing fractional reserve lending where we can lend out $100 9 times.
Correct. And it was that. And now currently there is no, as of, according to the board of governors of the Federal Reserve, they dropped that reserve ratio, liquidity. It's called the liquidity ratio, down to 0 for U.S. banks. And so, again, I think to Caitlin Long's point, many cryptos are actually more backed by real world assets, institutions rather, than the banks are in the US. And so the irony is, to Caitlin's point, is, hey, BNY Mellon doesn't have to have any, per the Federal Reserve, any liquid backing of anything that they lend out currently. And yet you have like an institution like Circle that's backing 100% of USDC coin with commercial paper cash reserves. And that's the irony. Crypto institutions do not have to play by the same rules as banks, and it's not even close. But what people don't understand is the banks are way riskier now than they were ever, and that's the irony. And I think that's what Caitlin Long's pointing out. It does not make sense why BNY Mellon was approved before Caitlin Long's bank. Doesn't make any sense.
Correct. You are so over the target. You've bombed the target. Okay, that's exactly the whole point. That is exactly it. From a macro perspective, crypto is more sound money than regular banking institutions. That's the problem. And that's why she said that the Federal Reserve was like, they came out saying that crypto, that it can undermine not the solvency, it can undermine the credibility of traditional finance. Well, yeah, because it's actually backed by something, you dumbasses. She just didn't say it
really
quick.
Really
because
quick. My
USDC.
Source, I just dropped a link in the chat about the reserve requirements for banks per the U.S. Board of Governors. The link's in the chat. You can check it.
Dude, this whole thing is, if they don't get a hold of it, If this thing doesn't, if they don't get a hold of this, there's going to be a problem. I'm sorry, dude.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm trying to piggyback off what you guys are saying too, and because I remember USDC being brought up, and there was something crucial to those stable coins that I wanted to add, and it was the fact that USDC lost 12% of its fucking market cap when Binance decided to use their own stablecoin version, BSUD, right? So that right there proves it's just more proof of the pudding.
Right there. Look at it. The reserve requirements based on deposit liabilities. As of March 2020, the reserve requirement for all deposit institutions was set to 0 of eligible deposits. 0 liquid backing of all deposits as of March 2020. People don't know that. People don't know
FDIC is fucked. Like you have no insurance for your money.
People don't understand how risky the banks are right now. They don't get it. And the reason why the government's not worried is the government can just print money to bail them out, thereby debasing the currency. People don't it is so risky to hold your money in a bank right now. You just read that. That's what the board of governors says. Banks don't need any liquid assets because the Federal Reserve will bail them out.
Wasn't it like 8 months ago? It's been like that for a minute now, and nobody's aware of it.
Nobody's paying attention. Nobody's paying attention.
Good find, Apex. Kryptonite Live number 58, guys. How we doing?
No, we are a select
few.
Join the chat. Sorry, we are a select
You're
few.
Gucci.
That's for damn sure.
Join the chat if you guys are involved.
The chosen select few. We're 1% of the entire population that own some of the rails that this financial institution is going to run on. I mean, if you guys don't know you're chosen, I don't know what to tell you. It's pretty obvious. Look at the percentages.
Well, we've just learned how to operate the rail system a little bit faster and better than the rest of them. Now it's our job to teach the rest of them,
Right. That's exactly it. So I say we're chosen. We're here in the space early enough to where we can learn the things that we need to learn to, help guide the rest of these communities that's being built. Really, there's been a lot of communities been built like in the last several years.
Shout out to Hans Loaded. He brings up Alex Cobb's tweet here. This is a tweet from 2017 between Schwartz and Hoskinson. He goes, Charles Hoskinson championing himself as supporting XRP from day one, LOL. So essentially, David Schwartz goes, this is not a case where you can build yourself up by tearing other people down. Instead, maybe try to work with other people or with people who want the same things as you. This is December 2017. And then Hoskinson replies to that in 2017. He goes, but I get it. Ripple is heading towards an IPO, and you need to have a good relationship with regulators for the giant cash out. Congratulations, you've made yourselves rich, but you didn't make crypto better. Hoskinson's been talking shit.
Well, he has a point, though. I mean, at that point, you've made blockchain a little bit more centralized. So, I mean, he has every right to fucking say that because I feel the same way. There's nothing I can do about it because that's the direction they want to take their company. And everybody's got their right to their opinion. I agree with both sides. I'm just saying.
Hoskinson is a brilliant guy, but the one knock I have on him is I think he's a little idealistic in the sense of I think the future is decentralization, but it is also centralization, as we've discussed on this channel. And I think Charles believes in this extreme democratic utopia where money is only of the community. Oh, sorry, that's my dog.
Right, you
and
have
I
to
just
have a
don't
base
think that's
standard,
the future.
right? Yeah.
Is the one downside of Cardano is they've moved so slow, and it's because of the decentralization of the decision making in the network, which is a strength, but it's also a flaw. Where Ripple, who isn't in control of the XRP ledger, but a major stakeholder. I think the future is both, and I think that's where Charles disagrees. He looks at Ripple as a stakeholder of XRP and says, well, that's bad. His IPO comment, like, you're just trying to get rich. Well, no, the future is probably centralization. Governments aren't just going to go away. CBDCs and development of CBDCs are that. There is going to be a CBDC government-controlled future of some type. It's not just we're all going to hold hands and sing Kumbaya and just have this decentralized, network that nobody is in control of. Where everybody is, but nobody is. So that's my one flaw of Charles is I think he's a little too idealistic. And I think David Schwartz is just on the other side. I think David Schwartz says banks aren't going to go away. Governments are not going to go away. The future is probably somewhere more in the middle.
Yeah, you've got a great point.
Yeah, because it's complete transparency at that
when
point.
When you're centralized, okay, if you're a centrally planned government, you can make a decision and things happen immediately. If you're decentralized, it takes time because you got to get the people together, get everybody on the same page, vote, blah, 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 blah. So one of the things I think is that with the company Ripple is that they have a certain amount of centralization to expedite things. And then when the time is right, then you let it go. And the other thing I wanted to comment on, you guys were talking about.
Yeah, but they get to choose their own validators, and so
no, I know.
I don't know. There's some arguments to be made there.
No, I know. I'm not saying there isn't. But the other thing I'm saying is that you guys are saying we're the 1%.
The future is bright.
Based
the
on what
future
we
is bright.
About, based
yes,
on what
absolutely.
we've talked about,
I don't disagree.
5-10 minutes, what we've talked about is that we're not just the 1%. We're the 1% of the 1% because we understand things that I know people that own XRP right now and own a lot of it. But have no
I agree. We need government, right? But we don't need too much government. But I think that's what Apex was trying to say is that blockchain technology now with government in mind can keep the government in check, especially on the payment systems.
No, Zeno, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. And I agree with Apex. Definitely. Nice. But yeah, I think we're the 1% of the 1% because, like I said, I know people that own XRP and XLM, but they don't know what we know. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
they don't understand.
That's why they say 90. That's why they say 90% will sell at $50, $100, because they don't know what they have, and they just think it's a fucking it's just hype right now.
Right.
Yeah, and then what they don't. It's like when remember when Red Bull came out, the first energy drink ever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit came out. That's hot as fuck.
When I was a kid, I saw that shit came out. My dad was drinking it. I thought he was drinking alcohol. I told my mom he was drinking it while he was driving. I was like, "Mom, he's drinking alcohol."
Right, but everybody, like, let's say you invested in Red Bull and then you sold like after the hype and after a couple of years of it. Look at this shit now. It's like still like the fucking number one.
Still good. Yeah, it's still my
the number one. So
energy drink of choice.
Right, you should have just held on to your Red Bull shares.
I miss Four Loko.
No, they made everybody else. They made everybody else in the beverage industry go into that. They made everybody in the beverage industry go to an energy drink.
Bring back the Four Loko.
It's the concept that like nobody that has XRP, most of the people don't know what they have.
Liquid.
Otherwise, we'd have a 400 fucking member chat right now instead of 30 people. But shout out to you guys watching. That's still pretty good following. People watching, 30 people watching. What is that? 8 people on the screen. Like we're good now. Like I'm happy. But it's one of those things where that's
you made it, man.
Yeah, statistically, that's a small ass amount of people. And compared to the world, especially the crypto world, like if they knew what we know, then we would all be on the same chat. Like it's like magnetism. You find each other,
Well, how do we dumb ourselves down to get on that level to be bringing them in, man?
It's okay.
Gotta do.
Price has to rise. Price has to rise, and they will frantically like scavenge all of YouTube for streams like this. And once they find this, it'll take off like wildfire.
Right? They have to be searching for it on their own. Let them come to you. Let
Price
the
has
children
to go.
come.
We have to have FOMO. FOMO is going to bring the newbies in. So go ahead.
$10 is the FOMO number. I think when it hits $10, you're going to see mass FOMO.
There you go, massive FOMO.
I think that's like the starting number right there.
Yeah, instead of 30 people, it'll be constant 10 on the screen, and there'll be 150, 400 people watching at once.
Bird Dog in the house. What's up, Bird Dog?
DLT in the house. What's up, Tim? Talk to us, baby. What's up?
What's up, neighbor?
Howdy.
Are you easy? Is he relaxed? Have you had a beverage? BDLT? Yeah, you can tell he's loose. Talk to us, baby. Let me turn you up.
You ain't got nothing until it's in your hands.
There we go.
All this talk, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but you ain't got nothing until you have it in your hands. So
Right
I don't
on.
want to be a fudster, but just know that this.
Yeah, you
this
do.
token-
You love being the fuzzster. Shut up.
I mean, I make money every day. It's not even funny, but I mean, I'm already mooning now. But to the people who you want regulation. When has the government ever helped you with regulation in any facet, shape, or form? So I want people to know, where are you at? You need to question yourself. Seriously, I see people I see the comments. They go, we want government regulation, but we want freedom. I don't get it. They're not one and the same.
Yeah, it is. When you bring in transparency, it absolutely is. Because now they have nowhere to hide.
Regulation, government regulation is not your friend. You do with that what you wish.
You have to have some level of regulation. You can't have an unregulated fucking society, dude. Every civilization in history has had a hierarchy of systematic chain of command and some sort of regulatory framework, and it has gotten sophisticated over time.
Tell us how you really feel.
Even down to Native Americans, you have chief Indians, you had your warrior Indians, you had your gatherers, you had your school teachers, you had even at the basic level of survival civilization, you had that sort of structure. But when we're living in a day and a time where we have 10 billion fucking people on the planet, you have to have some sort of meeting ground where everybody has a standard to meet by.
Right, but he's talking
and
about
we can go as
until it's in your hands. Don't be spending the money until it's in your hands. Right? Is that what I'm getting? And so, I mean, the reason why we talk and we speculate and we dream, it's because it's fun. It makes for entertainment while we're waiting. You know what I mean?
Hey, here, wait. I think we can meet in the middle here, Zeno and BDLT. When I go to a store, they only accept cash or credit card. I am limited, but I am also kind of free to pay with what type of credit card I want to pay with, and so on and so forth. So there is freedom and limits as well.
Nice. There we go. GDLT.
The freedom is seemingly opening up a little bit more, where you could use like an app to do tap and pay with your airline miles or your crypto, and you get a semblance of freedom there. But either way, you're paying through limited means no matter what. You're paying within a box. So you're always within the box, but it seems like the box gets bigger with an illusion of freedom.
Hey, Bird Dog, are you
I'm just saying, when I go to a store, they tell me I can only pay cash or credit card for the item that I want to get. I am restricted with my freedom of what I can choose to pay with. I can't just bring in like a physical item or like a bar of gold and say, hey, take my gold for your coffee or something. I'm sure they would be happy to, but it would be a headache for them to go through.
Too complicated, yeah. But I don't know. I was thinking more about what you said about the box of illusion, and
I think that can.
But on a smaller scale, yeah, I got you.
So, what do you guys think, guys? What do you guys think of just fucking everything that's going on? Any ideas on what might happen?
The box is getting bigger because you could pay with your Glint account and spend gold with a MasterCard.
Oh, that's
Glint Pay, yeah, Glint MasterCard.
And trade gold. It does make gold trading easier.
I mean, they just announced this year that MasterCard and Visa are already set up to use crypto payments. I mean, worldwide. That was like in summer. I don't understand. I mean, we should have the ledger should have a credit card.
Alan, Visa bought Earthport in 2018 or 2019, and Earthport is a cryptocurrency off-ramp. And Visa bought them. They had a war with MasterCard. Visa won. So Visa's already set up to do this. It hasn't launched yet, but it's already there. It's been there.
Where's Bird Dog at? Bird Dog, you know where?
I think he's taking a nap.
Oh, for sure.
Without further ado, oh, go ahead. Say your piece, and then we'll spin for some 589 coin. Let's go. Go ahead.
589.
589. Get that coin. Get that. Go ahead, Alan. Alan, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say he was twisting one or something, probably.
You were
That's
gonna
been
what?
crazy town, man. I think Bird Dog took a twist break, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, of course. He's taking a poop.
Yeah,
He's
crazy
taking a
town
poop.
with all the
There he is.
There he is. What's up, dude?
And there he is. Yep, watching all the countries go and solve.
Hey, BDLT, are you upgrading over there?
Yeah, been pretty interesting.
Is he upgrading? Are you upgrading?
What was the question?
On mute.
Let's upgrade to the new age. It's digital sophistication. Turn it green and make it float to Elon's new space station.
Okay, Zito. Spit those bars.
Good shit. All right, let's go ahead and spin for some 589 coin. Haven't done that in a while. Let's go now. The moon commander. He gave us the answer. So set that trust line. It's 589 time. Yeah, here we go. 589. Let's go ahead and share this screen. Boom. We got the spin it and win it, spin it to win it screen. Boom. You want to go ahead and add some flags on here? Let's do a fucking what? A double roast. Give me some more ideas, guys. Roast.
Gotta roast.
We'll do a toast. There we go. Toast.
Chug a beer.
Chug a beer. Chug.
Name your most embarrassing moment.
Truth. Boom. Boom. Truth. Boom. Bam. There you go. Chug, toast, truth, and then roast and 86. That means we roast you and you're done for the rest of the fuck. No more spins. 86 means no more spins.
Bong rip. Digital Orgy said bong rip. That's a good one.
I'll get rid of these right here. 86 just means you're done. We just fucking stop there and you're done. So 86, I changed that tab. There we go. Boom. Okay, we're gonna do a little. Okay, that didn't count. That was an accident, little slip. Boom. Okay, let's go back to chat. All right, so everybody.
I'm pulling my other phone up.
All right, everybody in the chat. I want you to go ahead and pick a number between what, 10 and 11. 10 and 11.
10 and 11.
10 and 11. Yeah, I'm just kidding. You're going to go ahead and do it 20 to 40. Pick a number, guys. You got eyes on the chat, Legendary Dave? 20
Yes,
to 40.
I do.
20 to 40. Pick the number, Dave. Go ahead and pick that. Put that number in the chat, guys. And this one's going to be good for 10 spins on the 589 spin wheel.
Oh, way to go, Alan. 27.
Hey,
Woo!
Alan. Oh, shit.
Bam.
Alan won. Boom. There's the proof right there.
10
All right, let's go.
spins. Here we
Let's go to the wheel. Let's go to the wheel.
Alan, it's rigged. It's rigged.
I need a berserker babe. I don't have one yet, man.
It's not rigged.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people. So we'll do. We'll do this.
No,
Boom.
I
All right,
got
so
one. I just haven't
We
received
can
it
take
yet.
it out.
We'll
of
get creative
time.
next time. There we go.
It's definitely not rigged. I ain't want a berserker babe yet.
Spin number 1 for Alan. Oh, here's your babe, you son of a biscuit, man.
Go, Alan. No way.
Did you say it's
Hey,
rigged?
asking you shall receive, right? Asking you shall receive.
No.
I need a Latin babe, though.
Manifested.
Good stuff.
All right, go. You got to go on sologenic.org and then you'll choose it. I'll throw that in the chat here. Let me go ahead and throw that.
I told my
grab that
wife
real
I'm
quick.
naming her Bullish Mary. That's her new nickname for. Instead of Mrs. Easy Hydroponics, she's Bullish Mary.
That's awesome.
Bullish
I
Mary.
love it.
Nice.
Yeah, yep.
All right, let me go ahead and wait till that loads. Okay, spin number 2.
Alan, we call that family.
So yeah, this NFT will be Bullish Mary. That's what I'm gonna name it.
Perfect. 250.
Whoa.
All right, let's go ahead and do number 3. Spin number 3. Up, 250. There we go. 500 at a babe. Spin number 4. Minus 250. She got 250 and a babe. Spin number 5. Okay, in the chat, guys, is the solo link right there. Sologenic Berserker Babe link. So you guys can check them out. Apex on stream. Boom. 0. It's got a babe at 250 so far. Let's close that. Come on. Boom. Spin number 6. 4 very easy hydroponics Allen. Let's go. Up. Make it up. 3K. Nope. 250. Nope. You got 500 and a babe. Here's spin number 7.
You ever get your nudes from last week?
No. Truth. There you go. That was your suggestion, Alan.
All right.
Up, Alan on screen. Boom. What's your truth, Alan?
Oh, yeah, for y'all.
America.
Tell us something. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be grotesque or anything. It could be positive.
I didn't get into buying digital assets until someone basically made a bunch of money, and I waited until 2021, 1 month after the freaking XRP airdrop, validation. So I bought in January of 2021 some XRP. So if I would listen to my buddy, I would have been getting some of them airdrops. But that's
nice.
So there we go.
You never know.
He's in the scene. He's mean. He's green. Let's go. Right on. You got the truth down. We got 2 more spins. Boom. Spin number 8. Let's go. Very easy hydroponic Allen. Oh. Boop. There we go. Was that 750?
I think so.
750. 750 and a babe. And number 9. Then we got one more after this. Should be good. Go ahead.
Someone should make a crypto game show. That'd be fun to be a part of a game show.
I agree. There we go.
Like Jeopardy style.
Wheel of Fortune
That would
with
be awesome.
XRP.
One last spin. You got 1,000 589 coin coming to you, as well as a Berserker Babe, and whatever this one gives you, which is 0.
Congratulations, you just won 50,000 XRP and a new Hyundai Sonata.
Oh man!
All right, back to the regularly scheduled program. Anybody else got eyes on the chat? Anybody got eyes on the chat? If you want to pick a winner, chicken dinner. Let's go ahead and do another spin.
22.
22 what? What does that mean?
I don't know.
You
got out loud.
I think we all know.
I need you guys to pick a winner. I need you guys to pick a winner.
I put my eyes on the chat and I saw Randy B. 22 is the first number. I was like, yo, 22.
All right, so pick a range. Alan's got eyes on the chat. Pick a range, Alan. So pick a number. Not like pick a range of numbers and then
1 to 20. And
1 to 20, guys.
In my head.
1 to 20. Alan's going to pick the winner. Go ahead and throw that in there. 1 to 20, guys. Let's go. By the way, congratulations, Alan. Boom.
Thanks. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. You just got to hit me up on Twitter, private Twitter, and then I'll walk you through the whole Berserker Babe acquisition.
Come on, guys. 1 to 20. Nobody's got it yet.
Glenn
Miller. Glenn Miller got it.
Glenn Miller, chicken dinner.
I love that number 11. 11-7.
Oh, he got 11 was a winner. 15,
yeah, 11 was
there it is.
Glenn Miller. Yep. I'm
Beautiful.
looking through the chat. It was 11. It was the first one.
All right, this is good for 10 spins, guys. Let's go ahead and throw them down. 1 for Glenn Miller. Congratulations, bro. Right on.
10 for the win.
Oh, 3K. Boom.
Boom. We got some nice one.
Hit it.
We got the Uncle Buster special. 3K. Boom. Let's go for spin number 2. Spin number 2, Glenn Miller, 3,000 in a world where Glenn Miller wins 3,000 and has to tell the truth. Here we go.
Yes.
So what that means is, Glenn, you got to join the chat, bro, and you got to tell us. Can't just chat it from there. You got to join the chat.
We'll give you time to
All
think
right.
of something though. While
Get
we're
real
doing
here.
other spins.
Yeah, we'll get real.
The family gets real here.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
We got big balls.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Glenn Miller, you gotta join the chat and tell us the truth about yourself. Just do
Yes,
it with
sir.
audio, bro.
Gladly.
You don't have to do your video, you know. Come on, Glenn. We'll move on to somebody else if you don't do it in a timely manner. Oh, he goes, I'm on
my phone.
I'm
You
on
can
my
do it.
phone.
Sean does it all the time on his phone.
You just got to link.
I'm in right now on my phone.
Yeah, I'll put the.
Just
I'll
like
put
we get pulled over by the cops.
The invite link right here. Boom, boom.
I'm on my phone too.
There you go.
There you go.
There's no excuse, Glenn.
It can be done.
You can't chat it, bro. You can't chat it. He goes, I'm 44 and I got into crypto in May 2021.
Come on, Glenn. Be a sport.
Yeah, you got to participate, bro. Come on.
Wait a minute. Glenn's been up here before, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he
I'm pretty
has.
sure he's been up here before. Glenn,
I'm
why are you
pretty
being
sure.
shy, bro? Come on now.
Yeah, look at these guys. They're sharing their faces.
Come tell the truth. Come,
Glenn. Go, Glenn. Go, Glenn. Go. Go, Ninja. Go, Ninja. Go. Go, Ninja. Go, Ninja.
You only get one shot to blow. This is a chance to go. The opportunity not once in a lifetime. You gotta lose yourself.
Mom spaghetti. Mom spaghetti.
Let's go. I'm here right now.
I just did that just to give you some encouragement and some hope. I can
We can
sing
take
a lot
it
of
out
stuff.
here. We can take it out of town. Let me be clear
Click
right
the link,
now.
Glenn. Click the
Set
link,
it in
Glenn.
stone. I'm ready to roll. I'm in the zone.
Glenn Miller
I might be able
vlogs.
to do some Snoop Dogg.
That's not good enough. Alex, that's
Walking
not good
digital
enough.
Doesn't work?
That's not,
Doesn't work?
No,
All right.
that doesn't work. Here we go.
Couldn't help but my
Here
friend
we
Glenn.
go. Here we fucking go.
Yes.
Here we go. All right. Tell us your truth,
What's
Glenn.
good, bro?
Tell us, bro. Someone's got background. Go. Shut up. What's your truth, Glenn? What's your truth, Glenn?
My man, Glenn Miller. OG.
That's his truth right there.
Tell the truth or drink. He drank the truth. I love it. Oh, let's go.
There's so much background noise in this. It's horrible. Oh, all right, I'm going to mute
Oh my
Glenn.
goodness.
All right, anyways, Glenn, that's good enough for us. We love you, bro. I'm glad you're on. You can dip if you want. You can stay on if you want.
He
I'm
said,
glad
you
you're
want
here.
the truth? I'm drinking,
Here,
motherfucker.
talk your truth because there's so much delay. Here, go ahead. Let him talk.
I don't have any truth.
He doesn't have any truth. Okay. Just say what's up, everyone. He doesn't have any truth. Okay.
And that delay is real.
Yeah. Glenn, you got too much delay going on. We appreciate you jumping on, bro. Say goodbye because we can't handle the delay.
Careful what you wish for, I guess, right?
Did he dip? He froze up. Right on. Glenn, good
to see you,
good
Glenn.
sport. Good sport. Let's go ahead and get your spins on. Right on, brother. Truth. He
Salute
won
to
for
Glenn.
the truth. Salute to Glenn
Salute
Miller.
to
Boom.
Glenn.
What was that? What spin was that? Let's start all over again because he's such a good sport. What do you get? 3,000. Now we're on spin number 2. That's spin
Yes.
2 right there. So we got 3,000. Now we got 250. Spin number 3. There we go. Spin number 3 for Glenn. Oh, the 3K. No shit.
Dude.
Damn, dude, he's
Oh,
rolling.
no, he
and
got
fucking.
250.
Yeah.
You got the Buster 3K though, so we said 3,500 now.
Dude,
Spin
if he
number
hit
4.
the 33 though, what? That'd be sick. Watch him hit it right here.
Yeah,
No.
250.
Ooh, not the bankrupt.
We got 3,750.
Okay, I'm gonna cut up.
Spin number 5. Now he's got 4K.
climbing, dude. That wallet size is climbing.
Right on. 4K 589, spin number 6 for Glenn Miller. Right on, bro. We're proud of you. Appreciate it. You owe me 1 NFT, Glenn. You owe me 1 NFT.
Just a Bored Ape, right? Bored Ape will do.
Well, yeah, preferably sooner than later before Gary Gensler puts the smackdown on it. There we go. Spin number 7. You got 4K 589 coming to you. And there we go. Everybody gets an XRP. Oh, no. Yep, 250. 4250, 589, boom. Glenn owes me an NFT. Spin number 7. Oh, is he bankrupt? Nope. There we go, 4,500.
Stacking.
Spin number 8. Glenn Miller, shout out. Up, join the chat. He already did. 250. There we go. 4750. Spin number 9. There we go. 5K.
On the money. On the money.
One more spin for Glenn. Congratulations, Glenn Miller. 5K 589. I'll get that NFT out of you. Oh, it looks like I have 2 of them.
Ooh, nice.
Nice. You owe me 2 NFTs, Glenn. When we meet for the moon party, we'll square up. We'll settle up. Boom. All right, so you guys want to do one more spin? Quick little 5-spinner. 5-spinner chicken winner. I'll go ahead and pick it. Pick a number between, I don't know, 90 and 100. Go. 90 and 100. Go. I picked the winner. Come on, everybody. Hey, Sean T. Got a winner. Boom, 95. Let's go. Sean T. Got 5 little simple spins here. Boom. All right, let's get you winning. Boom.
All right, let's
Spin
go.
number 1. Spin number 1 for Sean T. Chicken dinner, 95. 250.
Okay, so I'm 37. By the way, it's not rigged. I just want to say that it's not rigged.
Oh, thanks.
Yes, it is. Don't lie. Don't lie. You know it is.
Up 0. So you got 250 so far.
All right. Yeah. My total is 37,250. I haven't gotten it yet. But go ahead.
It's all a show.
Spin number 3 out of 5. 250 so far. 500 so far. Up, bankrupt.
Oh. What does that mean?
That just means you're done, bro. Your spins are over.
I'm down to 0.
And you get nothing.
It means get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. 500. Spin number 4.
It should be called Wheel of Misfortune.
That's true.
Right.
You went from 0 to 0.
You can go negative too. If you think about it, you can go like negative 500 on this.
What was that last one? Sorry.
750. So you're 750 total. Here's your last spin. 5.
Okay.
So you got 750 coming to you. Possibly 1K unless you get a big one. Or you're bankrupt.
Oh, he is bankrupt. Get off that wheel.
I'm sorry.
That's hilarious.
Well, thanks for playing.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
You need a sound that goes like dirt.
Hey, come back anytime, Sean. Come back anytime.
You need
Sure.
a funny song.
That's some good
You need
shit.
a gong wheel, man. You need a gong.
I know, right?
Whammies.
But so we got that shit going
Crazy.
on. RippleNet membos on the background music. Let's go.
Wait, Berserk, I got a question. Am I the first person to get bankrupted on a spin?
Yes, sir.
I don't think
When you get
Okay.
bankrupted, you need to just get a clip of that song that goes, "I don't fuck with you."
We'll figure it out. Okay, guys, you guys
All
want
right,
to
no
join
worries.
the chat? Links in the chat. Go ahead and join us. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. Welcome to Crypto Night Live number 58. We're just sitting here chewing the fat, seeing if you guys want to talk about something. Jump on here, see what's up. Boom. This is a live community chat if you don't know. Most of us are XRP guys. A lot of us are multiple coins, you know. We talk shop. We talk about Red Pill. We talk about whatever is going on, current events, connecting dots.
Anything red pill lately?
Dude, it's like overload. It's like overload Red Pill where
Bank of England a little bit. You guys following that?
Talk about it, Apex. Let me turn it down a little bit. What do you got?
Basically, I don't know a ton about it, but basically, the Bank of England has started purchasing their gilts, which is their version of the bond, because the pension funds are about to go bankrupt there. So they started doing that, a temporary, basically printing more money. So the Bank of England, basically the bond yield went from like 2% to like 4.5% in like 10 days. And the problem is a lot of the retirement pensions in the UK get liquidated when the bond number goes so high. So the Bank of England basically started printing money and buying the bonds to keep the interest rate low to stop the pensions from imploding. So it's just been basically a huge mess. Basically, the government is printing money in England to keep the pensions from going bankrupt in England. And so I don't know if you guys have been following that at all, but basically the problem is inflation is high. We already know Federal Reserve banks around the world have stopped printing money, causing strain on an over-leveraged system. And now there's cracks starting to form. And so like the Bank of England went back to printing money. So it's just, I don't know, it's just very interesting. And there's rumors that Credit Suisse is involved in these. Is Credit Suisse and Deutsche Bank are over-leveraged in these gilts. And so there's, again, nobody knows for sure, but the rumor is those banks that have seen their share prices just plummet is involved in it, and basically it could have a huge domino effect. So nobody knows for sure, but
I got a question.
It's not good.
If say 401k or some kind of whatever pension goes bankrupt, that just means like all the people who are like submitting money to it, they get no money, or does it mean?
Correct.
Really?
So a pension. Sorry. A pension. These pension funds is a form of retirement, but it's basically, for decades they said, hey, if you pay money into it, it's not a traditional 401k where you have an individual account in it. There's basically one big pool of money that everyone has paid into. And so the idea behind a pension is over time, everyone pays into it, but then only a certain percentage of people are retired, are actually drawing money out. So the theory is over the long term, decades, you have more people paying in than pulling out. Well, the problem is the baby boomer generation is working longer, people are living longer, so they're actually drawing out more from these pension funds. And actually a lot of companies, a lot of these pension funds went belly up in the financial crisis, or they stopped existing in terms of, because they knew it was unsustainable essentially.
So you can work
because of that, because basically there's one pot of money that too many people are drawing from. And so when you have one big pot of money and there's too many people drawing from it, eventually the money runs out. So then what these pension fund managers do is they go into riskier and riskier assets to try to get better yield. Well, the problem is with that is when you get into riskier assets to find the yield, what happens when those assets don't pan out or they go belly up? Then that's people's retirement money essentially. These pension funds are bankrupt. It's just a matter of when. There's no way out for these pension funds, and so the sad thing is like probably like, again, depending on how old you are, our parents or grandparents, if they are in these pension funds, there's a good chance that at 70, 80 years old, 90, however old, if they're relying on these pension funds for retirement money, eventually they're going to go away because there's just going to be no money in them. So that's the sad thing.
Oh,
basically kicking our grandparents in the teeth, our parents in the teeth, right. Because people didn't know how to do math and finance right 40 years ago, 30 years ago, 50 years ago.
Is it all pensions? Could you say all pensions, or will like some pensions be saved? Or majority?
So all of these pensions are managed funds. So there's actually people managing the big pool of money. It's a big pot. Say it's $10 billion for, I don't know how big it is, but say it's a huge pot of money. And so what they do with that $10 billion is they put it in assets that are they try to put it in assets that are relatively safe, which traditionally has been government bonds. Why? Because governments don't go bankrupt. They just print more money. But the problem is, you can also leverage against it, which a lot of funds do because they need to. Otherwise, they can't pay out what they've promised to pay out. And that's where it goes bad, is because then when the yields of these bonds hit certain marks, then basically they've basically taken an option on their assets. And then the option gets called and, oh, shoot. Now now they lose the bond, right? Because it gets bought for a lower price than they bought it. They lose money on it. That's my basic understanding. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm trying to figure it out because what I'm reading is there's a good chance this could cause a huge systemic financial event like the Great Financial Crisis. So that's why I'm trying to understand more of it. But
I'm just hoping, like, because my father-in-law has a pension, and I don't want him to ever be like, I got no more money, Yeah.
Well, and that's the problem, because if you have people that are already in these pensions, again, you're talking about our parents or grandparents. They're probably already retired or on the verge of retirement. And if they lose,
that's what I'm saying. That's the big retirement.
That's the heartbreaking thing, right?
It's that's the thing. That's the thing is, you're talking about my parents are in that situation right now.
Yeah,
my parents are exactly in the spot that you're talking about. And if the pension fund managers are all about government bonds and we know what the problem is going to happen, then I'm going to be looking at having to take care of my parents in the way that I didn't think I was ever going to have to do. So you're right. You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, when you're done, real quick. Sean,
I'm done. I'm done.
So let me just add to that real quick. Okay, so let's go way back to like when unions started. They started all these pension funds and they couldn't pay them back and the unions were failing. This is just like a repeat of history, really. And yes, Robert Kiyosaki's been preaching to the hill for many years that pensions are going to go away. People invested in their whole life for these pensions, and yes, they're going to go bust. He says it, right? Like, watch one of the Bearable Bulls, videos. It's like the first thing he plays in the intro. Robert Kiyosaki's on that intro going, they're gonna go bust. I mean, this is a millionaire guy that,
that excites me.
And, you know what I'm saying? It sucks, but that's the reality. That's the money. That's the great wealth transfer that we're talking about here. And just like our bank accounts is an unsecured debt. Everybody has money in the bank. If you read your contract when you sign your agreement, your bank, you're an unsecured debtor. So, anytime you're investing any kind of money, you're an unsecured debtor. That's the reality. And I hate to say it, but a lot of people's money is going to get wiped out. And I mean, that's why a lot of us are hedging our bets in digital assets and gold and silver and platinum, palladium, and spreading the word to the masses as much as we can. Because this is the reality of what's coming, man. I hate to say it. I love people and I care for them, and I hate to see people wiped out. But that's why I'm trying to preach to the masses so people can get prepared. People can invest in assets that they can hedge themselves, so they're not one of the people holding their hand out, because that's what's coming.
Now, lunacy, that's a bet. But XRP, that is not a bet. Not a bet.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think if my understanding, the reason why everyone's losing their shirt is I just pulled up the UK 10-year gilt, 10-year bond. Over the last 10 years, the highest the yield has gotten on average is 1.5%. And so my understanding is the problem is it's not that they're holding these bonds. What the pension funds do is they buy these bonds, right? And it's 1.5%, let's say on average. Okay. But then they take an option on it to the market and says, listen, an option which someone pays them more money for that says, hey, if this yield ever gets to, say, 4%, right, then that forces these pension funds to sell it at at what they got it for, right? And so basically they take a loss on it. So when the yield curve spiked to 4, it's over 4%, basically tripled what it has historically been. All these pension funds were taking options against them, again, gambling basically on the price. They said, there's no way it's going to 4%, when it averages 1.5%. But that's what happened. And that's why everyone started losing their shirt over it. Again, if you look at you just search UK 10-year gilt is what it's called. You look at the chart and it basically went parabolic in September from like 2.6K danger territory to almost 4%. And that's why the Bank of England had to step in and print money to buy these bonds, because otherwise the pensions would have collapsed. They would have lost the only assets they basically have. I mean, they have more than that. But again, look at the stock market. What's the stock market been? It's been in the tank the last year. You look at crypto the last year. Crypto, and very few of the pensions are holding crypto anyway, right? They picked the safest thing they could, which is bonds, but that went back to bite them because they take options on it. And if the Bank of England didn't do it, these pensions would have gone bust in days.
Federal Reserve bonds.
That's why the Bank of England stepped in. But anyway, but that's the problem, man. It's more money printing. It's creating more supply in the money. It's just debasing the currency for UK citizens, essentially. So
I got a malfunction with my green screen, so you're in the real tent with me. The green screen tent.
Nobody gives a fuck anyway.
Right. Adam, like,
Berserker, we know.
There goes my green screen.
There to hang out with your.
We know who you really are, Berserker.
That's right. You're real, man. It's all.
I
good.
love you. I love you.
No, that's funny you mentioned the Federal Reserve bonds that they're into, because I can't remember this guy's name, but somebody in Congress just introduced a bill, HR 9157, and it's basically putting the U.S. Treasury back on the gold standard. And he said if it passes, the Federal Reserve would have 30 months to publicly disclose all holdings and gold transactions, after which time the Federal Reserve note dollar would be pegged to a fixed rate of gold at that then market price. He said prices would be shaped by economics rather than the instincts of bureaucrats. No longer would our economy be at the mercy of the federal government. But anyways, when you say federal bonds, so, if this completely fucks, or this fixes it, if that were to go through.
Yeah. For sure, Zeno. I mean...
And then we would get to know over the last 6 decades of how much gold we actually fucking have. That's going to be
America has the most gold.
Well, Zeno, did you know this? The gold in Fort Knox hasn't been audited since 1953. Huh.
Yeah.
We've been buying gold for 50 years straight, though. We've accumulated more gold than any other country in the world. You know that, right? Like, you can look this up. Number one
who's auditing
gold
it?
owner is...
Who's auditing it? On paper, they say they have. I want proof. Where's the gold? They haven't audited Fort Knox
look at all the wars we went to.
Oh yeah, we got to have a deflationary
look at all the wars
that we can use to keep good accountability.
Just because, if you got look all the wars we've been in, every time we've been in a war, we've accumulated things while we were there. That's history. You just look these things up. Just type in America's wars.
No, I know we've accumulated it, but how much of that gold actually is in a vault somewhere? Gold is so untraceable.
We all know that Hillary Clinton had some gold shipped to the fucking Vatican.
You know what I mean?
I hear you, man, but think about it. We created crypto right here, right? We have JP Morgan Chase who's been suppressing gold, silver, and commodities for years. I mean, let's just face it. We have a lot of manipulation here in the United States. I personally think the United States are not dumb. We've known what the hell's really going to happen for many years. This has all just been a planned thing. We're not going to not hedge ourselves as a country. Let's just face it. For the last 50 years, that's what we've been doing. We set up Star Wars programs. We set up all these other things that we did to hedge us as a nation. Yeah, I'm just saying like that. We can talk about things that have been in space for a long time. I'm just saying, there's many things. We created Silicon Valley here. We created a lot of the tech. I'm just saying, guys, there's a lot to it that people don't really see in the background that's going on.
Yeah.
But I just say we're good as a nation, even though it looks bleak and grim. You know, I think as far as a nation goes, we're going to survive we're going to fare through this storm. I'll just say it like that. We're not going to be the top dog anymore because we gave away that position for a reason. But, you know, let's just face it, we're not dummies, and the whole case and everything is just a freaking
Well, we
sham.
have a constitution too,
just to hedge ourselves.
A lot of these doomsday guys that are saying, you know, trying to say that crypto is the end, it's digital slavery, this and that. That's not necessarily true. Now, in countries like China, yeah, that's definitely how this tech is going to be fucking used. You already know
a
that.
country that doesn't have a Bill of Rights, right?
Right. Yeah, but here in America, we're going to be all right. Like, it's chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think of I'm not trying to give you a hard time, Alan. I've seen too much. Like again, I know what they're saying. It's what is it the Reagan line? Trust but verify. You know it's
Correct.
That's why I like blockchain. Is I don't care what you tell me you bought. I can verify it on chain what you bought. You know what I mean? So when the government says, I agree. They say they've been stockpiling gold. They say we have, you know, whatever the number is. I don't know. $300 billion worth of gold in the vault. And my only thing is, hey, it'd be nice to have it independently audited, since it hasn't been audited since 19.
Yeah,
because all we're
France
trusting is what the government is saying, you know, and that's why I think blockchain. Let's get it on chain in some way. Let's tokenize it on chain, you know, so that we know. Like I can just look at a public blockchain and see where the assets have been and where they're going. That's all.
Yeah, but gold is not just the only thing that's going to be a part of this system. You know, we have other commodities that we have as the United States. The Gulf of Mexico has way more oil than they're talking about. Let's just say just the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, because your background's oil, right?
There's so much oil in the United States, it's ridiculous. You know, this energy, it's all about energy crisis right now. We're in energy crisis lockdown mode, like a new COVID, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous, but I mean, gold is just a part of it.
Again, I think that depends on where you're at.
I mean, iterate that a little bit. Dive into that a little bit. Now that you said that, depends on where you're at.
Why would there be an energy? Why do you? I don't think we have an energy crisis. What?
Well, the world has created that narrative that we're in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure, exactly. That's what I mean. The United States has got more gold than we're even talking about, and you know the reserves and everything. So you know,
they also said that in the 70s when France wanted their fucking gold for every dollar it was supposed to represent, and you know, so I don't know. We haven't had the gold that we said we've had for a long time. So.
Alan, your background's in energy, right? Like oil, is that right?
I worked in the oil field for a while. Yeah, I was out there for like 2 years. I watched, you know, some of these drill platforms pump like 1 million barrels a day next to me.
So I'm curious, what's your insight into the whole energy crisis? Do you think it's made up? Is it fabricated? Is the supply chain crunch real? Since this is what you've been a part of, I'm curious on your perspective.
I'm glad you asked. You know, I witnessed a lot of it. You know, I witnessed the last energy situation. What happens is the Gulf really shuts down. They just cap off the wells. They don't do anything to it. They just sit there and let that gas build up, and that's just free cream of the crop for us here in the United States. We pay like nothing for the gas. Just keeps regenerating itself. So, you know, it's just a sit and wait kind of thing. The last time we had an energy crisis, the oil was like $70 a barrel. They don't make money until it's about $70 a barrel. And now that it's been over that, you know, they've been making a lot of money, and that they could just sit on it. That's the thing. They talk about reserves and everything. There's so much freaking oil. I watched them literally in the 2 years that I was out there cap 14 wells that had, I can't even remember the numbers. It was just a ridiculous amount of oil, and they just go down there, explore it, cap it off, and there's just money sitting down there, if you know what I'm saying. And it all pumps back to shore. It's not that far away, 150 miles, some of these rigs. So, you know, we have just 150 miles out, unlimited amount of money that could be generated right out there in the Gulf, and it's just endless. There's endless amounts that could be explored out there. We haven't even touched what we can do on our land, So, there's this energy crisis that they've created is just a way to, manipulate markets, do more power grabs, do war really, because when you have any kind of money situation, what's the best way to fix it? Have a war. I think that's really what it is. It's the planned demolition of the new financial system coming in, and a war to recover and sweep it under the rug, pretty much.
I think the war has a little bit more to do with that than just the financial system, but I think the financial repercussions are a positive that are going to come out of it.
Well, all wars are fought over energy. It's just, look back in history, that's exactly why wars are started.
Yeah, I was thinking more along of pipelines for certain activities.
Some crazy shit, guys. You're not wrong.
So, in other news, there was a new CBDC tech winner announced by the BIS recently. Ripple, Stellar, and R3 were finalists for the CBDC Tech Challenge, but they didn't end up winning. This project called Dragonfly FinTech, which their blockchain technology is called Proxima X. So their ticker is XPX. That project, that FinTech, ended up winning the CBDC Tech Challenge with finalists like Ripple, Stellar, and R3. So they're on the radar now. There's something to keep an eye out for if Bank of International Settlements is considering them worthy for CBDC end-to-end solutions there.
Wow. G goes in and drops a bomb. Fuck. Proxima X. There we go.
He was waiting for that. I know he was. I wish I could hear you better, though. It was kind of crunchy.
Yeah. You're not wrong. You're early. That's beautiful. Love it. Love the bullishness from you guys. Well,
Dude,
shit,
I've been waiting
chilling.
on that one since the beginning. I've been waiting on that since we started the show.
Yeah.
Because I saw G's stream earlier.
Okay, tell me what he said.
Oh, no, Dragonfly FinTech, look them up. They have this blockchain called Proxima X, and they were a finalist for the CBDC Tech Challenge that is kind of done. There's a G20 tech sprint done every year, but this year it was specifically geared towards CBDCs. And R3, Ripple, and Stellar were one of the finalists for a problem solution, a specific problem solution, which is distributing and maintaining CBDCs, certain things like that. And Dragonfly was one of those finalists that just kind of went under the radar because you got recognizable names like Ripple and Stellar and R3 there, but they ended up winning this CBDC tech sprint. So I'm not going to take too much away from it, but this is definitely a new competitor in that ballpark to, kind of just, if every once in a while, just check out how their digital asset is doing and then, see the growth from here after this news.
Yeah, it's Binance Chain. MetaMask, Pancake Swap. Yep.
Maybe Ripple will buy them.
Yeah, I was going to say I didn't catch the stream on what kind of partnership agreements they had or any kind of
I think they're built
investors or
on
anything
NEM
to check.
blockchain. XYM is simple. I think they're built on that blockchain, but yeah, Proxima X, very interesting. Very interesting.
We got a screen share from Zeno, Proxima X.
And the ticker for the token is XPX.
XPX, guys. Yeah.
It's
Apex goes Binance Chain also halted and reverted this past week, pulling a Solana.
I don't think they are Binance Chain though. They have like a Binance address on like an exchange or so, but I don't think this is Binance Chain.
Roger that.
What happened to J-Roy then?
We are so early.
Right.
We are so early.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, they could possibly have more CBDC challenges in the future, and then that's when Ripple or Stellar can come out on top. But this is one to keep an eye out for. If the BIS is cool with this company, I mean, that's huge for this digital asset. That means it could be go through regulations.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about Solo now, guys. I guess Solo's pumping. It's crazy.
Yes, it is.
Where were y'all when it was 13 cents? We got to start talking when it's down and we see value, not when it's up. We don't chase pumps here.
We don't chase pumps. It is BNB chain, crypto OG, right on. Yeah.
So you think it's going to be the stable coin war next? I mean, they've been talking about regulating stable coins. Anybody hear anything on that? Like, that's the latest news that I want to hear. That kind of was like last month's news, and now nothing. We haven't heard anything.
Well, stable coins, I think that's like the normal everyday congressman, bank speech way of, bringing in, DLT. That's what they're talking about. It's like that roundabout bank speech. In my opinion, they're talking about XRP. They're talking about coins that are going to have a stable. It doesn't necessarily have to be $1. See, that's the misconception that we have. We understand stable coins as those that hold $1 value, or as close to it as they can. But when you think about what a stable coin is, it's just a coin that holds its value. You know what I mean?
Was my mic muted the whole time?
Probably.
Holy shit.
But anyways, that could be bank speech. People talk about regulating like Congress and congressmen and all that shit, talking about regulating stable coins. Yeah, I think that's them talking about what we're into, which is the new financial coins. Here we go. Stablecoin regs. So here's Apex. Stablecoin regs will force most of it all, if not all, stablecoins out of existence, but will provide an on-ramp for sovereign fiats into crypto when that happens. Okay, fine. That's great. There you go. Yeah, get rid of the tethers and the fucking, I don't know. That's the thing. It's anyone's guess. Island Ghost. Steph, did anyone talk yet about CNFTs on Cardano tonight? I just snuck back out the back.
NFTs?
Stuck out the back of a really bad date.
Why don't you come up here and tell us about them, Steph?
Yeah, get on the chat, Steph. The fuck? There we go.
How about GBTC or Grayscale suing SEC? Anyone hear anything about that?
Mm-mm. Talk to me.
Nothing. From XRP Vail, he just said that Grayscale sued SEC. So.
Shit, we should do civil suits with the SEC.
Grayscale sued the SEC. Let me look this up.
Yeah.
Just inundation, bro. Inundation. What are you making, G? What are you cooking, bro? Is he making something? Yeah, chicken, asparagus.
Yo, asparagus.
Let's go, bro.
Yeah.
You got the honeys coming over? Yeah, dude. Mac and fat.
That's a nightly man feast, man. We do that on a daily basis.
Steph's in the chat. What's up, Steph?
Hey guys, I've got it. Come here. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Hold on.
All right. We got Island Ghost in the chat for the first time ever. Let's go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Let me turn off YouTube.
Okay. Crypto Night Live, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. 23 viewers. You diehards. We love you.
Grayscale did sue the SEC.
Bro.
Sorry.
Shit's so muddy now, dude. It doesn't even matter. yeah, the fucking, Antarctica, sunk into the ocean. Oh, who cares? Like, that's how it is. It's like some massive shit that would have been huge 2 years ago. It's like, oh, okay. Grayscale suing the SEC. Who else is suing them? Like, that's how it is. It's so nobody cares anymore. Yeah.
It was only because the SEC refused they rejected the decision that the company made for a Bitcoin spot exchange trade fund.
Sorry about that. I
You're
just had
good,
YouTube
Steph.
on. I
Go
heard
ahead,
you
Steph.
I could hear the thing like 5 times repeating itself, and I was driving myself crazy. I have a little bit of laryngitis, and I'm kind of sneaking out of a date with my dog right now in the parking lot.
That sucks. Those shitty dates.
They all are. And I always sneak out. I just I'll be right back.
Thanks for the walk.
Right on.
Now pick up my poop, you dumb human.
Yeah.
Welcome to Kryptonite Live, Steph. How
Thank
you doing?
you guys.
Talk to us.
How are you, everybody? I love listening to you, Zerk, and you guys have become had a lot of just crazy shit happen. But a little while back ago, I forgot where I parked. Shit, everybody has a white car now. I was
Put the remote to your chin and press the button, and it'll flash.
I'm just gonna sit on the side of the road and talk to y'all anyway, because I'm sick. I don't want to be in my car. This is a great story. But anyway, I was having some issues with on the XRPL. I love XRP, but the XRPL community, the FUD, and all. We were gonna start another project, and I got it. I didn't know a whole lot about NFTs, and these people that wanted me to come with them, great artists, meme designers, a freaking great plan and everything, but they were just a lot of fun on the XRP and XRPL. Anyway, so we decided to go with Cardano, and the more I learned about Cardano, the more impressed I was, and I started listening to Hoskinson all the time. And I've always been a big fan of Hoskinson's. They got wrecked first, But you're right. God, moving money is not like the XRP. It was so slow. Like if we'd send money to, or when we gifted people, we didn't do airdrops. We just people gave really big bags to people. Anyway, project turned out the CNFTs are smart contracts right out the gate, and we found out. Now, by the way, I've left this project because they found out they were scammers, but they shouldn't have been. They had a great project, and I'm still part of it. Well, that's another story. Anyway, a CNFT can put actual data on it through the Cardano. I forget what it's called now. For like 7 ADA back then, so you could use it for identity that could be linked to a bank account like XRP, and it was brilliant. And
supply chain. I hear they're partnering with a wine facility.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I know that's what I started working on a couple months ago, is trying to figure out how to bridge CNFTs with the XRPL, and I know some people working on it, and it's doable. I think it would be the better solution than using the XL 20 that's not ready, because XRPL is made for money. It's not going to be able to handle all the information that's going to be, and the XRPL is not using smart contracts. They're going to be using side chains. So it would make more sense to put your NFTs on another blockchain, which in my opinion should be Cardano and the CNFTs, because it's cheap to freaking put all this data on there, and it's actually very easy.
I think you're absolutely right. Cardano has been touted as being one of the best platforms for NFTs. You just use the bridge currency, the XRPL, to transfer value of the NFTs, and you're good to go.
Exactly what we were working towards.
Wow.
And I'm still trying to do it, and I'm going to go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. That's what I was working for with XRP bags. But then I had a rat in my computer. I mean, a remote access Trojan, and I'll teach y'all. One day I'm going to teach everybody how to fix that problem, but it's a bad problem. And I couldn't do any work for anybody when it came to that kind of security, because I was the security I was a breach. So I had to kind of just ghost for a while. But I don't know, and Bags is still a little scared to talk to me. But that's what I was trying to do with the docs, was to be able to make his website be able to accept XRP as payment. And I entered in the hackathon and everything, and we pulled it. But and then bridge the CNFTs from Cardano. I don't know if y'all remember me. I was really excited about it. We even named, the project's got a name. We were there, but I couldn't get this thing out of my computer, and I had to tell everybody I can't be a part of this out of for safety. But anyway, so we're still working on it. The name of the project's called Agility. I can tell you that much. And there's 2 other people. One's working out of Germany, and the other one's working out of Israel. And now that I'm on a different name and everything, and I'm not having the problems with algorithms, I can start talking about it a little bit more. But I was so mad. I wanted to be ready, and now all of a sudden this is my topic, and I'm not ready to talk about this. I don't know. I'm not as knowledgeable as I should be. But you guys really pay attention to the CNFTs.
Good for you.
And because see, if you're going to have, there's a lot of distraction and misguidance on the XRPL. If you go the route that and I'm not fudging it, it's just a different route. If you go like on XRP and the black holing and blah blah blah, that's not going to work for actual use case for banking. Like if I have a business and I want to accept crypto as my payment, well, Ripple is put out there that you're going to have the KYC, and it's important. It's different. There's where you got your DEX and you're decentralized and you're centralized. If you're going to actually use money for payments, I have a payment portal that I pulled right off the XRPL, but it's not going to be sustainable by the government because it has to be linked to some kind of identity. So that's why they've been pushing all these NFTs, but they're not really telling anybody this. They're trying to get people to figure it out on their own and not tell the bad guys. Give the bad guys their hand. You know what I mean? So, yeah, the CNFTs are going to be what's going to use your identity, and you're going to have your identity to be able to use real world bank cases. So you have both, like y'all were talking about.
Could you potentially use a digital ID or PolySign as a bridge for the ID portion?
I don't know. I would imagine that's what everybody was trying to do, but I think with the CNFTs, it's an actual smart contract. Like Global ID did it, they got hacked. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's why there's no XRP credit card anymore, and that's why Uphold doesn't use. It was a good concept, but if you already have it on a smart contract, which is on the blockchain, actually on the blockchain, but see the XRPL tokenizations and NFTs are not actually on the blockchain. You actually only hold XRP.
Oh.
So that's why the XL20 is coming into play. But I don't think we have enough validators to sustain it to use it as a digital ID program. Do you know what I mean?
Interesting perspective, and that, if I was going to use XRP as a investment, if you will,
or as a currency, just for liquidity or whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah, then that means that I'm thinking that I need to explore other options to plug that hole to make things work. And I knew that was a possibility coming into this and from the beginning, because we're still talking about layer 1 solutions.
Right.
So
this is, and I think, Ripple's been pushing this kind of. They've been pushing it the whole time, but they're not like giving away their hands. If you're listening to the right people, or what Brad says, and not, there is a place for the DEX to trade the coins, and with the market cap, and then black holing and whatnot. The problem with black holing is if you've got a bad actor on the other end that you give an airdrop to, and it becomes a malicious bot in your program, and you're on the DEX, you can't black hole. You can't. Suspend that. You can't stop it. You can't freeze it. You can't freeze that account. But if you're in a real world, go ahead. Sorry, I'm excited. I've
Is
been
there
wanting to talk
any
about
way?
this forever.
No. I don't want to diminish that. Is there any way you can say what you're explaining to us and address David Schwartz on Twitter in a brief comment to see if he responds and to
Not
see
yet.
if you guys can have a private
I don't.
conversation? Because I think that'd be extremely important. And the only reason why I say this is because David Schwartz has on Twitter
Oh, you'll have to
has
pay for an
responded to.
Apex ticket for that, man.
Well, that's what I was going to
No,
Apex, and I got fucking hacked for
no.
that.
What I'm saying is, some people on Twitter have been able to get responses from David Schwartz. Yes, they're a
Well,
little more known.
I've gotten a response from David Schwartz before, and I don't even want to talk about what happened. And I mean, Matt Hamilton fucking still
never
trolls
mind.
me. He still trolls me, but I want to have my ducks in a row before I approach him, and that's why I've been telling everybody.
That makes sense. That makes sense that Matt Hamilton would be doing some trolling because
What you're saying is important.
He's
I got
got
him
some
banned,
mad
technically.
people trolling his ass over XR Doge for sure.
Yeah, well, I was the one that figured out he was the one putting the malicious bots in the frickin' on the XRPL, and then he gets off the airplane. But now the two, and I didn't expect the Moonboy and fuckface Iggy to call him out on fucking Twitter. I thought we were going to do it the right way when I figured it out. But I mean, I figured out. Oh, my dog just got attacked by a cat. But so when I woke up and I saw what they had done, I'm like, what, have you all lost your mind? And they just went about it all wrong. They were right, but they just went about it all wrong. And then Matt retired. And then it turned into this huge Twitter war, and it shouldn't have. Matt gets off and it's like, oh, it's a market maker.
Yeah.
But it comes to find out this bots that he's created have all these forks, and so all the bots on the fucking XRPL basically stem from Matt Hamilton's first bot. Now, it's not illegal, and that's when you all were saying, oh, but you can choose your validators and your market makers and stuff in Cardano. Well, I like that. It would be happier than having a freaking bot that I didn't know about going in there. That's a different story for another day. But the CNFTs, and that's why I'm like, y'all, please don't fight Charles Hoskinson. This is going to be a brilliant freaking collaboration.
Yeah, I like that dude. He's like me. He can be an asshole, but he's going to be honest and tell you his opinion. You don't have to fucking agree with it, but at the same time, there is validity and truth and fucking foundation in what the fuck the man says. Just saying.
Yeah, and I've always liked Charles too.
And he just basically said what I just said to you all. There's a place for the DEX, and then there's a place for centralized crypto. There's two, not all crypto are to move mass amounts of money. That's why XRP is getting so much pushback. It's because the banks don't want this to happen. The blockchain is brilliant. We need the blockchain.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier in the show.
I heard you all. I was dying to talk. That's why I ditched that date. But yeah, so there's a lot more to it, and it's just, I agree with both teams. I mean, I understand you're going to need the market makers to control the shit coins, but you need to have the ability, so you can't black hole every account. You need to not have your account black hole if you're going to be moving mass amounts of money, because you don't want a bad actor on the other end. If you find out that you give an airdrop to somebody, next thing you know, they've hacked you and got into your account, which happens very quickly, but you can sever that trust line and freeze their account so that they can't do it again, and then it can go to forensics. There's a way. That's why you don't want a black hole all the time, but black holing is good for some things. There's a good to both. There's good to both parts of that. Just depends on what you're going to use it for. That's what you were saying. I was so excited that somebody else finally said it.
Nice.
You're a fucking nerd, Island Ghost. We love you.
Oh, and I'm talking so fast right now.
Crypto fucking nerd girl. It's amazing.
I love it because exactly what you're talking about is what I was what I tweeted fucking 5 hours ago.
You see how quiet everybody is listening to you? You're awesome.
Sorry I'm talking so fast, but I've been so excited to talk about this, and I literally got attacked because I was figuring things out that people didn't want me to figure out, and I caught that I was being attacked, and I couldn't figure out who was doing it. When I entered the freaking dev post for the hackathon, I had forgotten about the whole freaking that everybody in the dev community are Matt Hamilton's people, and I was like, "Hey, I'm here. I'm getting ready to enter the hackathon."
Zeno puts out a tweet. The establishment doesn't want to integrate, although some Web3 doomsdayers think so. No, they have to integrate to survive. We won. The masses just haven't realized it yet. They will soon. Right on.
And it's true, and it goes exactly with what she's talking about. It's there's going to be a place. There's going to be a place for both the decentralized, and there's still going to be a place for your centralized shit that have to operate in a centralized manner as a foundation, as a standard, to help bridge, of course, the gap. And I mean, we all know the common nomenclature behind it all, but she's totally right, and yeah, we're all online with that.
Serjan goes, Matt Hamilton coded these bots as a coding tutorial. I remember watching him do it in a live show and put them to work to check if the thing works. All open from the beginning and all legit. There we go. Right on. All right. Kryptonite Live, number 58. We got Island Ghost. She blessed us with her presence and her knowledge. And, as far as like what Charles said, I'm not going back on what I said. I think he said what he said, and it's pretty clear that he doesn't think ETHgate is a thing, and it was pretty fucking dangerous. That being said, I think that's all the XRP army is really arguing about, not whether or not ADA is a fucking scam, but my opinion of it goes to the whole Gene Simmons thing. So I was just like, fuck that. Some big star pushing ADA. That's where my head went. But whether or not it's a scam or not, or whether or not they're going to integrate to survive, or their smart contracts are less dangerous and smarter to go with, and the CNFTs, if that's a thing, like, fuck, I don't know.
I don't know nothing about all that shit, but I just know that Cardano ain't going anywhere, and I'm buying it just like I'm buying XRP. So
I'm sure
Charles just needs got me a lot of winners.
He needs to get an education. He just needs to learn. What he said was just from ignorance, man. He doesn't know what's going on.
He doesn't. He's in his castle in Colorado.
Yeah. In a voice like that, he should probably learn what he's
is he like the Ice
about.
King from fucking Adventures with Jake and Finn? Or Adventure Time?
Well, he's just one of those privileged guys that comes from like money, and he just doesn't understand. He hasn't kept his ear to the ground when it comes to all this ETHgate stuff.
He's getting an education now.
For sure. But who gives a fuck at the end of the day if he gets checked or not, because it doesn't change the fact that we're integrating. Yeah, Gene Simmons. No shit.
Exactly.
All that did would just make me just go, nope, that's not it. That's not the coin. It's just like Buster said. Buster's like my bigger brother, bro. He got me into all this shit. So, since day one, I'm like, oh, fuck, well, whatever. I'll stack Zerps. If I had money, if I had $500, stack Zerps or ADA. What's your choice? You know what I mean? Sure,
as far as the Matt Hamilton thing, man, look, I mean, there's been videos out there that traced all those wallets back to Matt Hamilton, and that's all I'm going to say.
That's funny. So anyways, there we go, guys. If you got something to talk about, you think it's important, jump on.
We calling it?
I think we're chilling. Yeah, I think we're getting tired. I'm like losing my voice for some reason. I think it's just had a long day, But
it's been a long day for me.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm gonna say peace out, everybody. It's been real. It's been some good topics tonight. We're just getting a lot of news lately. I'm getting super bullish. It may be a little bit of time, but I don't care. I'm waiting. I'm a tick on the dog right now. So y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all in the next one.
Later, Alice.
Anybody else want to say goodbye?
Yeah, later. Go ahead. I'll wrap it all
No,
up.
I was just going to say, like Alan said, a lot of news this last few days, and I'm glad that we can get on here and chat about it, and have a little bit of a debate. Listen to people like Island Ghost, and make decisions appropriately. So, Berserker, I appreciate
And
you as
Bird Dog. Don't
always.
forget Bird Dog.
Thank you, sir. And Bird Dog too. Absolutely appreciate everybody that tuned in.
Absolutely.
I appreciate everybody in the chat.
Yeah,
I
Aaron
appreciate
goes,
the spin where I lost.
Davlin goes, it's been an awesome time tonight. Thank you, everyone. Well, thank you, Davlin. I appreciate it, bro. You guys make it happen every time. Crypto Night Live,
That's
number
right.
58, 22
Love you
viewers,
guys.
6 in the chat still, holding strong.
Yes.
We're going to go ahead. We'll call it tonight.
Oh wait, I got one more thing to say.
Do it, Zeno.
Rest in peace, Patty.
Just remember that Ripple now has a very heavy presence in France and Sweden to create more liquidity. And Crypto.com just did the same thing in France as well. So yeah, super bullish news. And one more year.
Hey, it
Rest,
might be
rest in
soon, who
peace,
knows?
Patty.
Price before regulations. ETHgate, speaking of ETHgate, we got XRP Bax's track walking us out. We love you guys. Have a great evening.
Night, everybody.
I be getting bags till we blast off. Haters stay mad because we popped off. That standard and drain that swamp. We that squad. Mothership launched way off radar. All them XRP tokens went off. Shout out we say when cause my son on lock. They try to hold us down but we took that spot. BTC what? Baby XR pay. They're supposed to pop, 4th of July. Gary knows the truth when on TV, then he lied. Pockets full of E, wells in disguise. Hospitality uterine stole that Ripple code, picking his nose and still didn't do it better. Now they've been exposed. We gon' take the throne, we gon' take it home. See you at the top, got the crypto game on lock. No chorus on this song, we'll just call it ETHgate. Why all the paid shills, why all the paid hate? We just want a level build and we blasting off the real. 90 days or less, but the diamond has a test. Shout out John Deaton, the SEC weekend. Gary G sheeping, but the army been peeping. But we eating, 60K strong, rockets blast off like a bomb. Way beyond, and it's on. Yes. The jail cells ready. Get the jail cells ready. Get the jail cells ready. Melt away the key. Yes. Get the jail cells ready. Get the jail cells ready. Get the jail cells ready. Melt away the key.
F you, Gary Gensler. F you.
Always remember.
So many friends.
Hey! Don't give a fuck about what you do with your